Hi, I'm Shannon from Shannon Entertainment, and you're watching Chesterview.
Tuning in. We are here in the Visions Video Production Studio, and we have an entertaining show lined up for you today because we have none other than Shannon from Shannon's Entertainment in the house. How are you doing, sis?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
It is a pleasure. First, let's give the people some feedback or some background about who Shannon is and who is Shannon Entertainment.
Well, Shannon Nichelle Edwards was born and raised in the city of Chester on the east side. I'm an east side girl. I have a daughter who will be getting married soon.
Congratulations.
Thank you. May 5th of next year over in Jamaica, Montego Bay. So she's my one and only. She's spoiled and she's driving me crazy, but we're very excited. Let me see. I'm a family-oriented person. I love my family. Like hanging out with my grandbabies, my daughter, my mom, my other half. I love to entertain people. What else? What else can I say about myself? Oh, I've been in
busy.
Oh, and aside from the entertainment business, I opened my own entertainment business, I guess about 5-6 years ago. I'm also a paralegal and have been for 21 years.
Wow.
So
awesome.
yeah, going on 22 soon.
It's amazing.
So I get people out of jail during the day, and I entertain them at night.
Now come to the party and celebrate.
Exactly.
We got you off. Now come celebrate. Get this ticket.
There you go.
I got you out of that parking ticket. Now come and get this ticket.
Exactly. And I can also supply the hair that the women want to wear on their head.
Listen.
Shannon's full lace and weave experience.
Shop. Yeah, you know what? You had to listen. You had to stay in on the weekend because the judge wasn't there. But I got you out on Monday. Come get your hair done on Wednesday and come to the party on Friday.
There you go. There you go. In a nutshell.
Listen. So what made you, or when did you feel like this was your calling to cross over into the entertainment business?
I'm going to say I've always had huge parties since I was a youngin'. On the east side, we used to have like house parties. I was always known for the
house parties.
For the house parties and the backyard parties, because at 13 I was grown, and my mom gave me parties up until the age of 12, and then as soon as I hit 13, I started having my own parties.
The house parties was the bomb.
Yes, DJ E used to, him and Ray J used to DJ all my house parties and backyard parties. And then as I started getting older, I always still was known for having, throwing parties. And I guess I started having big parties maybe around the age of 30 years old. And I've had a party every year since the day I was born.
That's a party girl. That's what you call a party girl.
There's never been a year that I didn't have a party. And I looked on it and I just thought about that the other day. I said, Mom, this is your fault. She did it because she did it for the first 12 years. Exactly. So now I can't have a party without having a big celebration. So I guess maybe about 6 or 7 years ago is when I was approached by someone, who just said, they have my best interests at heart, but, they've been watching me for a while and having big parties, and, I need to take it to the next level because I used to always have parties here in the city at the League Center. Years ago, it used to be the Minaret Temple, Student Minaret Temple. I didn't have too many, just a couple at the Wilson Center, but it was normally the Minaret Temple. And then from there, it was the League Center. And I would get anywhere from 300 to 400 every event at the League Center. And that's without having flyers, just putting it on social media. And, the followers, my friends, they would come. And I was approached, and from that moment on, I opened up my own entertainment business. Yeah, and it's
awesome.
It's been a journey. So
it's work. I'm
yeah,
sure
it's a lot of work.
But it's rewarding work.
It is rewarding. But what everyone doesn't understand, the misconception is, I may make it look good and make it look easy. It's a lot of work. Like now, when it's time for your event, it's like as a promoter, you're just constantly promoting. Even if I'm on social media, I may be texting you, but I'm posting my flyer in somebody's inbox, and it's just not on my social media page. I'm looking at all the other pages that's on that social media page. I'm going to an Eventbrite and I'm looking at all these people that's, following other parties that I'm posting my flyer. So sometimes I can sit at home and be on social media for 6 hours and I'm networking, so you don't always have to network outside, but you have to do it all. If I'm in a grocery store, it's never been a time where I don't have my flyers. I have my flyers now.
Oh, that's right.
I'm handing out, I'm buying my meat and I'm handing out flyers.
Picking up the peas.
Yeah. I'm at the gas station, I'm pumping the gas, I'm handing out flyers, so it's nonstop. It's a lot of sleepless nights. I may, go outside and, I'm outside with my promotion team and there might be an event at the Leocore Center. Even though I may want to go in there to that concert, my event is much more important, so I'd rather work. So we may take 1,000 flyers and we're hitting all the cars. I do the leg work too because no one's going to promote your event like you would yourself.
That is true. Because as soon as you get stopped, hey, what is that?
Right.
Okay, that's a potential ticket. You need a ticket?
Exactly. And that's the truth because people just don't want you. Like if I just walked up to you and hand you a flyer and walk away. I mean, you may read it, but if I'm handing you a flyer saying, listen, this is my, 8th birthday cabaret. I'm going to have a 2-hour open bar. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have line dances. I'm going to have an entertainer come down and host, and it's only $20. Yes. That's going to
engage and bring them in.
Exactly. So I do a lot of talking. That's all I do is talk.
Right, 'cause especially in Philly, when you go to put something on somebody, are you giving me a ticket? No, but I can give you a ticket to the show.
There you go. There you go.
I can give you a ticket.
That's right. And everybody in the car.
Listen, but that's good because that personal touch and feel to it because you're able to really bring them in and give that extra boost to that car. So So how important is it to advertise?
It's very important. If you don't advertise, the people won't come because they don't know about it. Right?
So if you could give someone one tip about advertising, one thing that they should know or that they should do when it comes to advertising, what would that be?
Never stop. Don't stop. It has to be constant. You can't sit down and relax at all until the event is over.
Keep pushing it.
Keep pushing.
No days
By
off.
all means necessary. No days off. My boss knows, I mean, I'm a paralegal, but while I'm at work, soon as I'm not even going to say when I get a free break, but I promote there too. I'm constantly pushing, with her clients before they walk out the door. Hey, I'm having this, this certain date and time.
Not just yet.
Right. I'm going to send you out a notice letter, but I'm going to need you to take this flyer too. And I give them out to the whole family. My boss would just look like, really? Yes,
the
really.
work is done. We did our work.
Exactly.
Now let's do this work.
It's the truth, though. It's constant.
Because it's always on your mind, like, okay, this is what we got to do this. We got to get this done.
Right.
But once that day comes, it's like,
right. It's like a big burden has been lifted.
That's right.
Because you just, and when it gets closer to the event, it's like you just go into a zone. Like now, I'm in a zone. I just, as the promoter and the planner, and it being my event, I just want to make sure that everything goes smooth and as planned, and there's no rock unturned. You know what I mean?
And you've been doing it so long, you kind of already predict, okay, I need that in place because that is going to happen.
Right.
I need this because I know this is going to happen.
Right.
We have this many people. We need to do X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
So that experience goes a long way.
Yes.
Awesome. So we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back and talk about some of her activities, her events, and entertainment. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tell me, can you see it? The flashing red light of the alarm. My heart. We never used to be this. We never used to cause each other harm.
welcome back. We are here with Shannon from Shannon Entertainment. My sister is working hard, but she's making it happen. So share with us some of your events that you've had in the past.
Okay, so besides the big birthday parties and the cabarets, once I opened my entertainment business, I had the pleasure of having Harrah's Casino's first hip hop concert here in Chester.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I had Sweet Tea, Chubb Rock, and Special Ed performing. It was hosted by Lady B and DJ Gary O. And I had the radio announcement was actually on all 3 major radio stations.
Remember that?
Yeah, it turned out pretty awesome, and because Harrah's has never had anything like that before. And it's funny because I didn't realize how hard it was to get into a casino.
Talk about that.
Yes, not until like once it was put out there, because no one even knew I had an entertainment business. I had like some injuries, problems with my back, and I was off of work for a couple months, and I guess that was God's way of sitting me down saying, this is what I want you to do. And for that time that I was home is when I said, you know what? I think I'm going to open up my own entertainment business.
Right.
So once I was well enough to go back to work, contacted Harrah's, and I mean it's not easy. They go in, they do state police record checks, they check references. It's really, really hard. They don't let everybody in there, not just Harrah's,
You
like
don't hear
any
that.
casino. And I'm the only licensed and insured promoter here in the city of Chester that they let have events there.
That's
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, and it took almost 3 months for them to come back to tell me it was okay. And when they called me, they basically told me that there was only one date that they had available, and that was November 5th. Well, mind you, it was like the first week in October. So I'm like, oh, this is 5 weeks away. This is not a small event. This is going to be a huge event that's going to be very costly. And I don't have any sponsors. So anything that I do, and still to today, is from my hard-earned money. So I'm like, oh, this is taking a chance. And I thought about it after about 2 minutes, and I said, you know what? I want that date. So the event planner was
Take it.
yeah, from Harrah's. You sure?
Yeah, because they wanted you to say no.
Yeah, I said that was all God.
Nope, I'm going to take it.
I
I'm
want
gonna
it.
Work it.
So I contacted the entertainers that I wanted, promotion teams, the radio stations, like everything was done in that first week. I had everything mapped out. The radio verbiage, all the verbiage I wanted for my radio announcement, contacted each station individually, put all the deposits down for everything. And I was like, okay, God, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm going to give this a shot. And that day came, and it was phenomenal.
Awesome.
It was phenomenal. After the concert, Sweet Tea shut it down, Chubb Rock shut it down, Special Ed shut it down, and I had actually sold it out. Like it was unbelievable. We wasn't sure exactly how many people was there. I can tell you before the event, I had sold 375 tickets myself, and then I had an additional 250 or more at the door. So it was awesome. I mean, Chubb Rock, after he performed, he got up on stage, and he called me up on stage, even though I was like all the way in the back because the event center is huge. And he's like, Shannon contacted us all about 5 weeks ago to do this hip hop concert at Harrah's, and when I looked at the calendar, I saw that it was 5 weeks away. He said, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't think she was gonna be able to pull it off. He said, but as I look in here, I see Chester, then they roared Jersey, they roared Delaware, Philly, and he said she's one heck of a phenomenal promoter. I mean, it was not easy, but and Lady B and them, they couldn't believe that was my first event. The rapper Vet Money, she was also there. She's a good friend of mine, Vet Money. She bought out Bobby the Boxer and John Canada, producer of
Hello, Yvette Money.
Yeah,
Hey.
Vet Money, the producer of She's Gotta Have It. John Canada, he was there. It just brought out like all hip hop legends, and it was Yeah, they still say, "When are you gonna have another one? When are you gonna have another one?"
Right, you set the bar.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. So that was my first event there, and then my second event, I did something for Rich Dollars. I did a model search for Rich Dollars of Love and Hip Hop. And remember, he was doing like a model search
Yes.
for his 79 Gold. So I was contacted to do that for him. And I had the model search for him. And I can't remember what season it was, but the beautiful Sin Santana ended up being the face of his 79 Gold. Remember, he had a relationship with what's her name? Erica Mena. And after they broke up, Rich wanted to make Erica Mena mad, so he made her girlfriend the face of his bottle. So I figured once that was in place, well, why don't I bring Sin Santana down here since she was his model? And it was phenomenal. Power 99 stood behind that as well. They did all my radio announcements. And I had DJ RL as a DJ. Amina Say What hosted that event. And it was nice. It was really nice. I was a little upset that I didn't have a lot of people from the city to come out. The ones that were there were from Jersey, Philly, Delaware. Yeah. But it was a week before the nor'easter. When that happened, I mean, that big snowstorm, that ice storm. Yeah. And I remember looking out the window saying, oh, God, no, not now. No. 1 week before. So it was a state of emergency. So everything that weekend got shut down and postponed to the day of my event. It happens. That's why I will never have, and we live and we learn.
That is true.
I will never have another major event in February because it's unpredictable.
January, February, you just never, especially February, it's really crazy. Right. So talk to us about some up and coming events.
Up and coming events. I am now part of Vanity Grand nightclub. Which is the biggest nightclub and strip club in the tri-state area. They're not just a gentleman's club. They also have a lot of talent that they bring, a lot of entertainers. They have Floyd Mayweather's, Omar Hardwick, Fabulous, Jalil Beach, just to name a few. They have entertainers there at least 3-4 times a week. But in addition to that, it is a gentleman's club. So I've been doing the male reviews here in the city for the past 3 years now, and I told the manager at Vanity Grand, well, you have things for the men all the time. What about the women? You need some entertainment for the women. And he goes, okay, make it happen. I said, you ain't said nothing but a word.
Shannon Entertainment is on it.
Yes. So being as though I've already been building up a relationship with these guys, and I've known them for years, I said, okay, well, it's time to take it to Philly. So I have a male review coming up now, and I have some entertainers from Philadelphia, Jersey, and Baltimore that are going to be there. And then my annual cabaret that I do every year at Chester City Hall is coming up as well.
Cabaret time.
It's cabaret time. So last year I brought Sweet Tea down to perform, and she's so sweet. Ever since I had her at Harris Casino, we've always kept in touch. And I mean, she stayed all night, she danced, she turned up with us, and it was a good time. So this year I am going to bring out Neef Buck from Young Guns and State Property. He's going to come out and he's going to host the event.
All right. So somebody is saying, what is going on? I want to get some tickets. If not for that, trust and believe for something that's coming up, how would they get in contact with you?
They would go through my website, which is shannonentertainment.com, or they can call me at 610-800-9894.
There you have it. She's always having an awesome event, and you never know what she might have next. So make sure you check her out. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast, and congratulations to the both of you.
Thank you.
You keep on pushing.
We will. All right, y'all. Until next time. See you later.
Mama needs some real money. Out of bag and real money. See my ex, she still love me. You nigga gon' feel for me. All my chains got diamonds in it. My thumbs got diamonds in it. Damn, daddy, you find that, so I hope your wallet got condoms in it. I'm up, she mad, I'm first. She last, me up, who? Take one, kick back, ski mask. I'm a boss in the skirt. I'm a dog, I'm a purse. What a verse, while I twerk. I wear all white at church. How to make the preacher sweat. Read the Bible, Jesus word. Bitch said that she gon' try me. How come I ain't seen it yet? Give it to him so good that his eyes roll back. Shorty said it's all hers while thighs don't match.
Look, I ain't trying to